Hello and welcome to this video. I want us to learn how to integrate the tangent of x by using the U-substitution. I know there are several approaches of integrating tan x, but I want us to major on U-substitution. So before we proceed, we need to know that tangent of x, the tangent of x is equal to sine of x divided by the cosine of x. Okay, so what we do in U substitution is that we're going to let the cosine of x be u, and then we're going to find du, or rather we're going to find the derivative of cosine of x, which is going to be negative sine x dx. Okay, and then we're still going to find the value of dx, and we're going to get the value of dx by dividing through by negative sine x by negative sine x, so that this cancels out and we're left with the value of dx as du all over negative sine x. So we're going to replace these values here. So we're going to have the integral of sine x all over cos x. Remember, we have said that tangent of x is equal to sine x divided by cosine x. So writing this is the same as writing it this way. Okay, so we have said that we're going to let u be cos x. So we're going to have the integral of sine x all over u. So we're going to replace cosine x with u, and then we're going to replace dx with du all over negative sine x. Okay, so sine x will cancel out with this one, sine x divided by negative sine x. So this negative, we're going to move it just before the integral, so that we have 1 all over u du. Okay, so we're going to find the integral of 1 over u, and the integral of 1 over u is going to be, so we have a negative here, is going to be the natural log of u plus c. But remember, the value of u is actually cos x, so we're going to have negative ln cos x plus c. But we are not going to leave it at that. We can still proceed further and simplify it further. And what we're going to do is that, okay, so look at this. The natural log of x raised to the 4th power is the same thing as 4 multiplied by the natural log of x. Okay, ln x raised to negative 1 is the same thing as negative ln x. So for this case, remember we have a negative 1 here, so we can rewrite this as ln cos x and then put a negative 1 there. So this is the same thing as this. Okay, now remember from the laws of indices that any value raised to the power of negative 1 is the same thing as writing it as 1 over a. Okay, so for this case, writing it this way is the same thing as writing ln 1 all over cos x. Okay, and then plus c. And what is 1 over cos x? 1 over cos x is the same thing as secant x. Okay, so we can replace 1 over cos x by secant x, so that we have ln, or the natural log of secant x plus c, and that is going to be the integral of the tangent of x.